I mean,
This is all you.
we have two main reasons. Our kids, Avalon and Largo. Okay, I can't.
My favorite part about traveling is having new foods, meeting new people. I think it's really cool that I can speak 3 languages.
When we were back in our house in Boston, I used to change my room around like every month because I just liked the feeling of something new. So I really like that about a travel life because, I mean, we're almost always new. But now that we're doing this, I feel like we're not like changing around enough.
We always wanted to travel. That was never a question out there. The question is, how were we going to make wanting it and actually doing it happen? We were sitting at a restaurant in Venice, California, and we just said, okay, what are we going to do next? We wanted a better life, we wanted a simpler life, and
we put the dream to bed.
And we did.
Said we're going to move to a suburb, we're going to do what we're supposed to do with the picket fence and do what's best for our children.
We got the house and we put
the fence, the dog,
the in-ceiling speakers, which were awesome, but it didn't work.
It didn't work. So we were miserable in suburbia and we moved into the city and thought, this is great. However, we still want this dream. We still want to travel. And you know, I said we loved our life there, but it was an expensive life. We had our kids in this international private school, which had diversity and language and all this stuff, which is all the things we wanted. But we realized we could get all this by traveling, right? And spending a fraction of the money.
Alors, tu penses que notre maman, elle aimera ça?
Oui.
It's really cool to learn other languages because you can communicate with lots and lots of other people and they can tell you different stories and you can learn more stuff in like that you wouldn't have learned in your language.
Merci, au revoir. À bientôt. If we didn't know how to speak French, we would be able to not talk with anyone because Mom and Dad don't know French and Spanish. Well, Dad knows Spanish, but Mom doesn't. She's learning.
We realized we wanted to travel, and I said to her, let's just take the kids to France, to Paris for the summer. Well, that was, I guess you could say, the most wonderful, but the most tragic thing that happened because we came back and said, we're done.
It was a reality that we can sustain because we didn't need a large space. We didn't need anything but ourselves. But it was magical. It really was. Our days were just our days. We didn't have obligations of soccer or anything else. And we hate to be selfish with our time, but our time's our time.
And we only have so much time with our kids, right? And we want that time with them. And so we came back from Paris, and at 9 o'clock every night, we sat down. And we had every item on there that we needed to cover, and we gave ourselves a 12-month deadline. It was a lot of work. I'm not going to pretend that it was easy. I'm not going to pretend that it just happened naturally. It was a big commitment and a lot of work.
The hard part is not wanting to be adventurous. The hard part is executing. And, you know, we just had to make the leap. And now it's amazing.
As we said before, we're doing this because of the kids, and we want them to have that rich connection culturally and to be able to go out and speak to someone in French or Spanish or English, wherever we are, and to not fear the person, but to feel that they can communicate on an equal level with them.
So I do wish that all the other kids could experience this because it's such a great experience and I've learned so much.
But at the end of the day, we want to give the kids just this epic life that they can come back and say, damn, my parents did this for us.
The one thing I won't be like Mom and Dad will be that I won't sell like all my belongings. I'll just have like a little cottage in somewhere, but I won't like stay there. I'll have an RV and go around places.
We really try to make the most of every day and dream big and we never say no to things. Like, do you want to go do this? Okay, we'll go do it. We want to instill that style of living in them, so that when they go out on their own, they take these adventures and they dream big and they believe that anything is possible. You know, this is our dream and this is our normal and this is what we want in life and we want after. And I think the basic premise is to figure out what that is and what that means to you and go after it, right? And go and get it, because you owe it to yourself, you owe it to your partner if you have a partner, you owe it to your children, you owe it, you owe it to have an authentic, fulfilled life, right? And that's, you know, that's what we're doing.